Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. We're talking about modern day events. Modern day events. We'll see what we got here. We'll see what we got here. Yeah, modern day events. Well, basically, it's like political talk. What we see now. Everybody's talking about the shooting. I know. Everybody had a good Monday. I had to make a few adjustments on my content and try to see if everything's all there, right? But one thing I can say about you know what's going on today, the recent events, what we're seeing. So technically, the most people trying to say, "Oh, we're in summer." Not necessarily until midway June. That's why I'm gonna take a leave and come back on the 24th. I'll let y'all know in advance, and I'll probably schedule a Sunday stream around that time. Might drop a pre-record that weekend, so it's gonna be a long break because I'm making a few adjustments to my content, whatever. But tomorrow, of course, as scheduled, DTN is 5:30. I'm gonna get that underway, and that's gonna be paramounted. So pretty much, you're getting the same type of content. What's going on, Leticia? And it's pretty much the same across the board. So what I'm seeing right now is you see this coming up, and a lot of people are just upset what's going on and the gun violence. I've heard something about Canada said there's no more handguns. I mean, you can still own license to carry, but they're not going to sell a lot of handguns or toy handguns to children or anybody else. And Canada's making a stand. They're trying to tell them, don't get them in the U.S. If they see any U.S. weapons with handguns or high caliber weapons, you're going to prison. You're doing time. So Canada's not playing. I don't know what part of Canada I saw, and I think the prime minister or the president, I think his name is President Trudeau or something like that. Trudeau was real serious about that. He don't want that shit fucking up his country like that, and I don't blame him. And a lot of people are looking at it like this is the type of stuff that we got to look at. So, pretty much, we're hearing what's going on. So I understand what's going on lately. People are busy and things like that. So we're pretty much in the threshold. So yeah, this is something that we got to look at long term. I'm not expecting people to change long term. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting people to see what's what. So what we see in the news, it's just what we see. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? But we got to understand something here. I understand when people are doing things in a different way. So yeah, you see these people talk about these gun conversations. This is going to be the future in 2024. So the stuff we got now is all good. So for right now, I'm getting the things that I need. So that's expected. So I'm not tripping off of anything at this point. So when I have my things in order, that's the thing that I need. So pretty much I'm just out here on the limb and just telling you all these guys, but that's basically what we seeing. But normally you don't hear all this stuff long term, and that's just sort of the things that you hear. But one thing I can tell y'all long term is that a lot of people just going to be coming out here saying that, oh, we need to stop guns and stuff. No, it's just you got to look at it like this: is safety and things like that. I know people, the guns, and I think we talked about that this past Sunday. And pretty much it's not going to change. But one thing I can tell y'all, like you seeing some changes now, and it's political. Most of it is like, are you going to be here or not? Are you going to be here for the long haul? Or are you going to be here for a short time? So pretty much I'm just saying that what you're seeing now It's a continuation of what's going on now. So pretty much you're seeing that it's still here. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of country don't let you own your own gun. That's facts. That's I would say Russia's one of them. There's plenty of them, but Canada and other places that I mean, some can, but I think America's probably the only one. I think the U.S. because the military industrial complex, they the ones allow you to do that shit, and NRA ain't on them. But there's some countries you just can't kill nobody. They monitor your shit like clockwork. But one thing about it is like I look at it like this: it's nothing wrong having them for safety reasons or learn how to train, whatever. But you got to blame these law enforcement and the military for that. They get all these rewards and these gun shows. They just give them to everybody. It's a big business. That's why the black market still exists. And what's not going to dry up is that. So pretty much on the political side of it, it's getting very excruciating at this point. So pretty much I'm just like out here telling y'all like, just be careful this summer because people are hot right now. They upset. Things are changing. There's a lot of resets. They try to say COVID is coming back, which I highly doubt it because we don't know what's going to be in the future. That thing ain't going to last long term. I'm tell you that right now. It's not going to last long term. And that's one reason I can say that. And I'm confident to say that it's just like it was in the Spanish flu. They're wasting time trying to put things in perspective that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot expect people to follow things under suit. And that's pretty much it, because one thing I can tell y'all, it's one of the hardest things. Like when you see people talking about this type of conversation, pretty much you're seeing the gist of what's going on. So that's the one thing I can tell y'all. It's pretty much like it's all relative what's going on in the beginning. So yeah, and I'm just like saying what what I'm seeing in this point of view, you're seeing people just like going out here and like out their way going crazy with these guns or whatever, or they stressed out. It's mental illness. It's a combination of a lot of things. A lot of people are sick like that. And then that boy got bullied like that or something like that. It's a combination of a lot of things too. I'm surprised he wasn't white. It's you got some white boys and other race of people acting crazy with these guns, and it's in their own community. It's going to get worse before it gets better because society's collapsing with this problem. America's got a history of violence like that historically. This ain't nothing new. Even if you take the guns away, people's going to find a way to make weapons. See, men are crazy. Quiet as kept. We will find things in survival mode. See, people's trying to survive in any land they can. But 9 out of 10, most people just don't see things the right way. That's just part of the participation of it. So pretty much, we're 13 minutes in because I ain't gonna be here much long. I might do 2 hours, and I'm just gonna get this out off my chest because it's been all day because I've been busy in the background and dealing with some family shit. It's a normal thing, normal. It's not pretty much you see, but you see this a lot, and we're gonna do this a lot. I got my daily driver. I just got from last month, I believe, and it was on sale, and I'm glad I got this. And this is going to be standard on my Wednesday content. So pretty much, I talk about anything on Wednesdays, like the politics, current events. I try to keep this YouTube thing going, but I will until next year. I'm gonna make some few adjustments on Wednesdays and just probably do some pre-recorded content, and that's the only way I'm gonna do that. That's pretty much what I'm going to start doing from now on because that's gonna be a trend. I'm gonna talk about some political things and things like that nature, and then go in and do it somewhere around the morning and just drop it around at night. So yeah, this is one of those things I will start doing that from now on because that's gonna be for next year. I'm not starting it this year right now. I'm just doing live streams of it. But when it comes to content of political things, I'm gonna do pre-recorded content and I'm gonna stick with it and we're gonna have that discussions and things like that. And if people wanna be aroused about it, go ahead. And that's the thing that I'm going to be pushing. So it's pretty much hit or miss at this point. And it's what it is. What's going on, Tampa? Salute, salute. And you pretty much want that type of to be your staple. So the thing about me doing this, live streams could be daunting, but I always do the Sunday streams because I love doing them around 2:30, and I get my time in, and that's it. Because I don't want to be fully distracted like that long term, and that's not something that I'm gonna do long term like that. But I'm gonna have my content Sundays. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is, and I'm not gonna just be falter around with it. And I got to get my stuff out, and that's it. Because I'll make some adjustments Sundays. I'm gonna have peace and quiet, and then I'm gonna actually do my content and move it. And I'm not gonna have certain things, certain situations that I'm gonna be in. So pretty much, it's not just like a hit or miss thing. It's just one of those things you just got to do. But one thing I can say, long term, you got to do this, and you be like, all right, because I know what's going on around the world, in the U.S. and things like that. So pretty much, you're just about to expound on things like what we're seeing now. Now the war over there, it's a little daunting, and everybody trying to say he thinks he's winning, but technically the people over there that's on the ground are saying he's not because Ukraine done crushed all their men in certain areas. A lot of people try to say he's trapping them. That's bullshit. Quiet as kept. Ukrainians ain't really losing like that. No, they still getting stronger and stronger. Russians are getting weaker and weaker, and that country's divided. See, people's already in the street and losing money because of those sanctions in Russia. See, Russia's crippling right now. They don't even see it. Putin's about to be replaced, and I try to tell people like, y'all don't get it. This is over. What Biden did was a power grab to maintain. Once Finland and Sweden joined up, it's a wrap. You're not bouncing back from that. I don't care what country say they're bouncing back, but you're not bouncing back from that. Quiet as it's kept, you're not bouncing back at all. So it's pretty much you're seeing it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you got to make sure things like this happen long term. It's pretty much I don't see people doing it long term like that. So you got to understand something. Most people just don't understand that when you start talking into things like the money aspect, economics, and geopolitical stuff, and look at the military aspect, why people do what they do, they don't worry about the long term. They worry about the short term, and they think they got it. Long term, it's not going to help you. So don't even waste your time on a long term. So we got this under wraps. Pretty much, you're basically saying that we're still here, so to speak. So pretty much, I'm not really tripping over here like that. So, the world has changed. It's changed for the good. Pretty much, I'm saying is don't put your eggs in one basket. Wherever y'all in the world, y'all make sure y'all have things in place for survival, and especially overseas, and you're gonna be fine. Because this war is gonna guarantee money. And that's just basically what I'm saying is to y'all. So make sure y'all have the things that y'all need and you're good. So I ain't worried about no pandemic shit. That's just the things that people worry about the wrong reasons. So pretty much I'm just coasting away and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know about the dead part. He's sick. He's sick. I would say he's sick, and he's got Parkinson's and cancer. I don't think he's dead yet. The only way he's gonna die, he's gonna probably confine himself. That's why he's on the edge of that table. And I think the last time I talked about that, that was on Dollar Conspiracy #1. Y'all can check that one out. That's pretty much it. Oh, what's going on, information, man? Peace to you. And pretty much, Ukrainians and Russia, that's kind of like what you see in the 90s. I think the 90s is pretty much what you're seeing now. And I'm thinking like this: why is people not talking about it as much? Well, what you're seeing right there, yeah, I'm not going to worry about no nuclear stuff. I mean, the only way they ain't letting them in off them nukes. I'm surprised by what America's doing, even though we got nukes and we're deadly with ours too. The sad part about us, it's that dominance. It's the inner struggles what is gonna kill this country. And see, Israel's messed up too, so we ain't gonna get into that. What Israel is in Africa and all that. That's a whole nother subject on that matter. But China is a whole nother beast. China's a whole nother beast. What's going on, man? Shalom, shalom, peace. But pretty much, I see this a lot. Like what China, I'm glad they're not stepping in because the pressure of Americans and the goods and the money aspect of making things that's putting pressure on Russia. See, when Russia saw Finland and Sweden join together, oh, they crippled. They're gonna be divided. I mean, the nuclear arms race is real, but that could be snatched by us any day by NATO or all these secret governments like CIA, whatever. But Biden, when he went to South Korea, he was trying to control what China does. So China has no option to do the long game instead of the short game. See, short term they're not gonna win this. Long term they can, but I highly doubt it, man, because they dealing with the C virus. They dealing with this coming out over there. China's not like they in no position to go into warfare. They're an economic country. They just compete you with based off money. But what hurts them is the disease and the virus. Everybody's worrying about the monkeypox. It's you get it from sexual, attraction and things like that. And then sometimes I heard shouts out to Wacky sharing that video what Mr. Research said about the lies they said about monkeypox, and it's not a black folks disease. It's not even or a racial disease. It's anybody can get it. I'm like, wow. He broke that down, and I'm like, I have to believe him. That I agree with him on. That right there, I agree with him. And that right there, I saw the clip, and he made some sense. And I'm probably gonna do some research later on this week and get my thoughts on it. This coming up Sunday, what I think about it. I don't talk about it as much, but the sexual part is that's how you get it. That's how you contract it, and then you see a lot of people ain't out here like that. So it's pretty much hit or miss. So it's kind of like the smallpox. All of it's repeating since like the 20th century, and this is like the early and mid 21st century. So all these periods, what you're seeing now, is a repeat of history for some years. So if people wasn't part of the early part of the 20th century, I don't think people understand. America wasn't really brand new. It was in its height of what you would see an empire in the 20th century. See, 2 centuries ago, it was 2 centuries old anyway. It wasn't. It was old, but it ain't really old like that. It's 2 centuries old at this time. About to be 3 centuries old because the 21st century, it's already 3 centuries old, and they think they're gonna be 4 centuries old in the future. So pretty much, you don't see a country that lasts that long. So their history is really long term. So I'm not really surprised what we're seeing now. So pretty much it's just the same old, same old. So, I'm just not even tripping at this point. And I'm just like, okay, we here, we're dealing with this right now. And I'm just like saying it's pretty much it. And I'm just like saying, yeah, I got everything muted and things like that. Shouts out to people that's I'll say going live this night. I had to tonight because I didn't want to miss this. This is a good opportunity and appreciate people that came through. And I'm just pretty much saying Y'all do your thing, but I'm focused on this type of content right now tonight. And tomorrow we're gonna do something else. And yeah, I got some screenshots on certain individuals. We're gonna talk about Duke the Don and break down the situation when you talk about Mansfield going mainstream. I'm gonna speak on it. We're gonna report all the bullshit on DTN 10, a segment we're gonna do. It's a 5:30 segment. You know, y'all be there, but I did get a shot at the interview with him and the so-called mainstream manosphere and their president. He laid out some things that's true, but 9 out of 10, nobody wants that. Y'all be in the alternative mainstream, but not no regular mainstream, because he's gonna have to compete with that. Now, if he's thinking about running office, I'm gonna say this: your talking points will not work. They already study you long term. I'm tell these fools right now. This is a long term effect right now. It's a real process right now. So let's not act like this ain't going to stop. This will never stop. And this is like, because this is gonna be a bang. Because modern day events is about like my random thoughts and in politics, what's going on. Most people got to understand this stuff is going to continue if things get worse before it gets even better. So we gotta be on par here. So we can't worry about the next person this, the next person that. We can't worry about that. Quite as we kept. Because once I get this thing upgraded, I'm really gonna talk to y'all and really get this and make this a matter of thing. I'm gonna keep doing my thing on this channel, but if I create another channel, it's gonna be tech related, probably sports or whatever. That's something I'm going to invest in. I'm looking real hard, and I might try to invest in Rumble. That site, I'm gonna try to do some content over there and try to tweak some things, because I feel like once you do that, it's pretty much game set match. So I already know what I'm going to talk about. If something happens to YouTube long term, because I know this site ain't gonna last forever. If it gets bought or people decide to quit, or if this site stays around just by a thread, most people will leave it because it could be the rule changes like we see now. I had to make a few adjustments with my the content I'm doing, and it's pretty much you're seeing what it is, and I'm staying with it. So yeah, like I said, YouTube's trying to be mainstream. It's already mainstream. It's just the part where YouTube is not going to last long term. People are going to get tired of the content. Quite as kept. So you're going to look at things as a little different, but you got to look at it from a fair perspective. So it's pretty much it. And I'm gonna have this, thing running. I know I'm watching the news right now. I'm not watching everybody right away. I ain't watched the news in a minute because I'm gonna keep this on, keep it running. Because Wednesday's one of them nights. Alleged actor shooter in Tulsa, Oklahoma. First glance. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Shouts out to Queen Storm for that. I'll check that out later. But that's pretty much it's pretty much it. That's just my thoughts on the political stuff. But this is gonna continue long term. Everybody's wondering about the NBA finals. That's tomorrow. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. So don't y'all worry. I'm watching that tomorrow. And we're gonna be hyped again. So oh god. Wow. Shouts out to Nadia. Give me some info. Yeah, man. I'm gonna I'm gonna do some shit. But it is what it is. Like one thing is going on. So, I know Kevin's death done got everybody triggered. It really did. And I think people are stressed out over it and they just because his death kind of triggered people. See, like shouts out to Wacky saying is yes, I'm focused on the political aspect, what's going on. This is what my channel's about. It's a combination of a lot of things. The nigga shit, I just use that for Thursday nights for y'all. What's going on YouTube, why this, and the reason I'm doing that type of content is because I'm exposing what I see on the internet, and that's why I love talking about. That's what basically my vlog streams are about, and I'm exposing the BS why people are not progressing. And there's a reason why this channel is like remains this way. And I think certain growths will come, but if I create another channel, it'd be a whole different thing. So y'all be surprised. It's so much content you can do, but YouTube is not limited because they don't have spaces for that. So if I have an extra computer, I'm definitely gonna value the gear that I have, and I'll get another set of gear to do that with the content with. But this channel right here, I'm gonna keep this as various topics what my about me sections about, and then I'm gonna talk about a little bit of Hannibal next week, like I said, like I promised, and then we're gonna talk about the what's the thing we talk about is the where's this other bookmarks? We're gonna talk about the history of writing and Hannibal. We're gonna go in depth, and I'm gonna read some things because I done read it before. You can see it in the dark history streams and things like that. I'm gonna set a stream up and do that, like spoken word and things like that. And I'm gonna maintain what I've always said. It's pretty much you see what's now like what's coming through, but most people don't understand. Like that's my actual content. I talk about that and then mix it with the politics and all that, and it helps. It helps tremendously because one thing I've noticed people go back to history and learning things. It actually pretty helps. It helps a lot. So pretty much I'm not tripping off of what's going on. And like I said in that pre-record, because you do what you do. You do what you do. And you pretty much not stagnant at this point. And I think people are looking at that like, oh man, he's got time to do this and that. And I said, yeah, I got time to do it all. So it's pretty much. So that's the thing about me, and this content is going to remain the same, like a little bit. But only thing difference is I think it's audio, and I'm glad I invested it in 2021. Now I'm going to do it long term on another channel. I'll probably promote like one or two channels or something like that. I was thinking about that. YouTube as a secondary might give me a Mac or something, do the music visuals and the independent shit. Probably some things like that. He said mass shooting just happened in Tulsa. I just read his comment. Yeah, man, that's awful. It's awful. Yeah. I told you what I said last week. This stuff is ongoing, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you, ever since the 2 years of the pandemic, everybody's busting them rounds. They're paranoid. I'm trying to tell y'all, this stuff is nothing to play with. This stuff is nothing to play with. So y'all pretty much fucked up around here. So it's pretty much it. But y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back, and I'll play some of these tunes. Yep, I'm back. Uh, had to take care of something. I had a little tune. So pretty much, I'm just like, talking about it. Oh, not a problem, man. Not a problem, man. Yeah, hope it's well. But pretty much, I'm just like talking about what's going on because I know people is talking about certain things, the mass shooting just recently, and then I'm looking at what's going on over here. See, I watch not only I watch France 24, I also watch other news segments as well. I'm subscribed to certain ones. Since RT's gone, they banned Russia Today, which the war and stuff. I'm not gonna get into that. That stuff is nothing to play with. It's crazy. John Lockheed. Oh man, what is Green Gorilla talking about? Man, I've been talking about him since all last year. Y'all niggas is late. Shit, I used to talk like that. Niggas ain't got no knowledge on me. They ain't even worth my time, bro. Like I laugh at these dudes. They trying to be me. Niggas trying to be me so bad, and then they want to come around and do this shit. So that's not something I would gonna do long term. But that's just the main thing that I deal with all the time. So, and you got people like, what the fuck? Like, what's the purpose of them acting like the way they be acting? So pretty much, I'm just like, okay, these dudes over here just tripping. And one thing I could say, like, because they taking certain channels down, and they just don't want to have the BS, and I don't blame them. But it's gonna get to a point people are gonna pick and choose what website they're gonna do long term. So you pretty much respect the site where direction they're going. I already know what they're going because it's not going to be good for most people, and people are branching off, which I'm trying to do this year because this year is kind of like it's hit or miss. Yeah, because I'm trying to see if they took off Rush today because I am subscribed to them, but they could be gone. They could be gone off my subscription list, and that's just one of the things that I see a lot, and I'm pretty much it. Yeah. I'm trying to see if it's on here because it's pretty much it's just game set match at this point. Yeah, I don't see it. Probably done took it off. They probably done got rid of it. No, it's still on here. Okay, let's see what they. This channel's not available in your country. Wow, wow. They shut that shit down. They shut that shit down, boy. They shut that shit. They said it's not available in your country. They said that shit. I was like, wow. They shut that shit down. They shut that shit down. You see? They shut that shit down. I saw that in my subscription list. I said, what the fuck? Yeah. And that's just one thing about one thing. So, in Russia today, when I saw that shit, I was like, what the hell? Okay. Damn. The fuck that happened? Why is my phone acting up? Oh man, this is some bullshit. Like, okay. Yeah. That's what happens when you deal with technology, folks. Yeah, it's acting up. I'm like, what the fuck? How do y'all act up like that? Like, come on now. I was trying to check the fucking search, and then this shit's gonna act all goofy. The fuck? Hope that didn't leak into my microphone. Oh, you did? Salute, man. Salute on your recovery, man. Salute. Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear. I like stories like that. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad you kicked the cancer. I'm glad. Salute to that man in the chat. Yeah, man. Like that's great to hear. That's great news. Great news. They took it off the internet. Wow. They took that shit off the internet. They said the rise and fall. It was America and they backed. They took that off the internet, boy. They took it off YouTube. Wow. 2014, she resigned on air. Yeah, I remember her. I remember her. That was 8 years ago. I remember that too. Oh, she got emotional. I forget her name, but she got emotional as hell. YouTube shuts German channels of Russia's RT, and Russia threatens to block YouTube. Yeah, it's bad. That's because of that Ukraine shit. But it all started with their leader, man. You know what I'm saying? Russia's through. It's RT News. Hyundai. Oh, hell. Well, so much for that. I was subscribed, but they blocked it. But it's pretty much I'm seeing this what I'm saying now. So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping what's going on. Like one thing I could say about it, I hope that didn't bleed when someone tried to talk to me like that. Yeah, because I hope that bleed didn't come through. I might have to listen on the playback because everything's frustrating. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that bleed. I could have just turned the knob. So it's pretty much, I'm just saying like what I see now. I hope that bleed didn't come through. Yeah, it might be a slight. It's so much shit going on. So have a little rough day today, but I have to come with the content as usual. So when you have certain things like this going on, but and expect more, you're gonna have things like this. But I got my other trusty mic with me as well, and I'm not speaking into it yet. And that's like my secondary, you know. But this one right here, I'm using. I love this. I like the feel of it. Yeah, I like the feel of it. I like the off access on it. Man, I love this. This is great. And then I got the interface to go with it. Oh man, this is. Whew. I'm trying to get the same one with the, mixing knobs, but they say it comes with drivers. I highly doubt it. But I'm stuck with this one for a minute. I had to get the right one. Yeah, man. Yeah, class compliance stuff. He said which. Yeah, I'll end this about 10 something. because I'm not gonna stay on it too long because I know it's a lot of distractions in my way. Let me see how much I got. I got 45 minutes. It's gonna be 2 hours. So it's pretty much it. People are coming through. So I'm not really, people's tripping when I make that mic comment. Everybody start dipping. That's okay. That's okay. I don't give a shit. Y'all just proving my point. Yeah, because I'm not gonna argue about people about tech specs. I keep that separate because you know how most people are. They're weird, and most people don't care. And I don't give a fuck what people think. Fuck them. And that's one thing I hate about YouTube. It's the people that's in it too. Yeah. Okay. Let me keep this. Let me keep this right here. It's plug and play. I got so many. That's on Windows. Windows users only for drivers. Yeah, it don't have no drivers. It's plug and play on that. On Chrome it works very well. It's class compliant. So I'm pretty much yeah, I'm gonna keep this for a while. I might look at this later because I'm on the 24/7. I was watching Rockstar Games and the newer games. I mean, it has some politics in it too. Most of the criminal games do. Like the GTA 3 eras, they improved the graphics. That's all they did. What's going on, Mike? Salute. It's pretty much the same shit, like the same mechanics, but the graphics look okay. They try to be like that GTA 5 graphics, and I know what they did. They trying to tweak like they did San Andreas. That's something nice if I played on a different Xbox console or whatever, a newer one or whatever. So for me right now, I'm focused on doing this and other things and spoken word and all that, because I really and I think my mom watched some of my channel and some of my videos, and she says it's pretty good. Yeah, yeah, I can. This is going to be a fail safe channel. This is kind of like I'm going to use it for content that I want to talk about. Then the other one, if I ever just do another channel, it's going to be totally different. I'm going to have certain effects, certain things. I invest in another computer, probably another class compliant computer, but I'm keeping this one. I ain't gonna be Chrome all over the place. No, I don't like no other computers. I just want three, but the one I got, like this tablet, I hardly ever use that shit. I need something different. I don't want to use my fucking no. I want another YouTube channel so I can build that one. It's not easy, but I can put some uploads and make sure I have a nice stream deck. So it's pretty much hit or miss. So yeah, and I try to use that as I can. And that's the thing I'm gonna try to do. So it's pretty much it. It's pretty much it because I want to have certain things that I want to need. A lot of people do it on one computer, things like that. It's just like I'm saying, there's so many words. So I'll see it real quick. Hold on for a minute. I got to step away for a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Okay. So pretty much. Yeah, I'm back here. Okay. See the little gray circle. Okay. Now, it's pretty much like I see now, like, oh, they talking about the Oklahoma shooting. Okay, I'm watching France 24 right now. They talking about it. Yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting bad out here. And people are just, I'm looking at it right now, the news. I'm just gonna keep it on the news because nobody's not really live streaming acting crazy. Because Wednesday's one of them nights you just want to just coast through and things like that. And I'm pretty much it. It's like what's going on, and everybody's talking about it. I'm talking about it a little bit. What's going on today, and that's pretty much it. You want to say something good or whatever, and that's just it. So they're talking about it, and then they talk about that trial, the fametation. Man, I'm so sick of that. That's already been talked about. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Man, she ain't looking like nothing on here. Yeah, I don't like doing shit like that. So, y'all give me a couple seconds. I'll play some tunes. I'll be right back. But pretty much I'm still, in it right now because I know people just left. But people gonna listen on the playback. But yeah, that Oklahoma shooting is no joke. It's just something that we got to deal with and whatever. So I know people are just in and out right now. So yeah, I try to get my connectivity right, and I'm just like, you know, it's oh, you got a weak signal. No, the internet just be janky sometimes, because it used to be up here and I moved it around a little bit. So I pretty much got what I needed for this year, and I'm glad I set up real nicely. Like I'm not participating on anybody's platform this year. That's my whole goal. Because doing actual content again. Live streaming is cool. I still do panels. I think I do that like every Sunday. I've changed it now. Thursday Thrills is similar to Sunday Madness. They're very similar. So if you watch most of my content, that's usually for that. DTN is just a news segment. I don't drop the link as much. But that added feature is going to be added in Thursday Thrills as well. I'm going to have one screenshot and we're going to talk about it as a subject matter. So we really not going to do anything much. I'll make a few adjustments in that. I got to see what my thing's going to look like. That's why I'm taking half of this month off, come back in July, not on the 4th, but on the 24th, so I can make sure things are set right. Because certain things got to be put in place for me to, you know, to be right and exact. So I'm not trying to drop any content in most of June because it's getting bad right now. You see all the shootings, you see the heat rising. Early part of spring of June is bad, but when mid June comes summer, people's gonna be outside. It's gonna be a lot of shooting because the tension and the buildup is gonna come through a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, man? What's going on? And usually I see this a lot, and I think that's just basically what you're seeing now. It's heating up here because Georgia gets it first, and I will say probably about it's all high 80s this week. But mid June or something like around before after Juneteenth, that's when summer's gonna start. You're gonna see some differences. Most of it's gonna be in July too. You're gonna see some excitement in July. See July and then August, that's when it gets dangerous. That's when you 90s to 100 degrees, and this is where summer is summer. And like I said, well, summer's here, and technically summer was not here. I can't believe it was 90 today. I couldn't believe that. See what I'm saying? It's supposed to rain tomorrow, like 40% chance rain. So Thursday is gonna be very, very interesting. It might rain tonight. So it's like you pretty much game set match. But it said it may rain probably during the day or whatever. We'll see. Thursday's gonna be light. So it's pretty much you're seeing what's going on. So I'm not really surprised what's going on. And what we're seeing right now, it's 82 degrees. Hell, I could have kept the AC on, but if I wanted to, but eventually people gonna leave it on. I'll turn it off at night if I have to. So yeah, man, this is pretty much it. This is pretty much it because I think normally it's 9:14 over here. I got time. And wait till the next hour coming through. So we'll see because the hour mark is gonna come real soon. So don't you worry. Because I started with 8:15. Yeah, the hour mark's coming through. So once you get that hour mark, and then you also got the 2 hour mark's gonna come the next hour. So don't worry, because I ain't gonna be on here that much longer. Because this is usually a 2 hour thing to talk. Because normally some people do it an hour and they dip. I said no, I'm gonna do 2 hours since I can go longer. Because I'm glad I scheduled this at 8:15 because it gives me time to give me some headroom, add some little music. I'll start doing that from now on. If I got tied up, I was a little late. 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 I was a little late because I saw the time, but I got distracted. A lot of background I got to fix, but it's gonna be taken care of. This summer or whatever. I'm gonna take care of this shit. It's not pretty easy doing content like that, but But this particular channel, I'm not trying to promote it like it's something. No, I'm just going to use it what I have now on it. So we're in the hour. Yes, this is great. So I'm going to continue. This ain't no open discussion or anything. This is just my thoughts on it. And I'll get off here after the 2 hour mark hits. And I'm going to be like, all right, because I can talk for an hour. This is nothing. Because I'm looking at a lot of things, people talking and people in the chat I engage, whatever. This fucking salty, what's her name? V. This girl is. I gotta look at Melody after this. Melody Monaco. I gotta look at this shit. I think it's to me, it's just pure bullshit what she's trying to push with that girl, man. I ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't with all that glitz and glamour. And that girl be like, "Hey, you gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop." I mean, got to like, what is it up with women that's lighter complected, but then they want to be lighter and they hate their features? It's a lot of people like that. That's a trend, and they try to say Melly's prettier than her. Neither one of them is pretty. Most people think they are. I don't think they're pretty. I don't think she's a 10. To me, she's a solid 6. Melly. Melly's a solid 6 to me. I don't know why people say she's a 10. No, she's not. That bitch is a 6 to me. If y'all want to get technical. Body's okay, but she's a 6 in the face. You know what I'm saying? And she's thirsty as hell too. Melly's thirsty. She's a woman version of Kevin Samuels. They do the same shit. Quiet as kept. Niggas don't want to acknowledge that, but it's the truth. They do the same shit. She's trying to get some content. I remember when she did not have that many subscribers like that. She started out 45,000. She was a failed artist. So I remember when she had 45,000. And ever since she started doing this, she gained a lot of subscribers. It started to be 335 or 350,000 subscribers or something like that. That's in her range. But if you want to get technical, she could take KS's place. As a woman, she will take KS's place. I say she's the next up because the females done took over a lot of things. So what you see in politics now, you're seeing it like we mentioned Sunday. We see this a lot. They already took over. So again, she's the next one, and a lot of people say that's just an opinion. No, this is facts. I'm seeing it based off analytics. She's always in everybody's feed in the algorithm. So Melly is a perfect piece to be successful. Like if you're a dude and you support her, they ain't gonna hate on you as much. So she's got a diverse audience. Yeah, she's got males and she's got females, but not many females that will support that. So it's pretty much most people say, is she male identified? Absolutely. She's male identified. She's a definition. She acts like it. She's just thirsty for attention. That's just who she is. She's very impulsive a little bit, and she's thirsty for attention. And we see this a lot. You got a lot of impulsive people on YouTube. That's what impulsive people do. They come on YouTube and they do their shit, and they pick and choose who they want to put on the platform. That's why I don't really care for YouTube as much. Because before that, it wasn't like that. YouTube, prior to that, when I came with my first channel, before it got knocked off in 2012, it wasn't that many much impulsive people that I've noticed. It started when the gaming community and everybody else replaced certain people that actually did real content. That's when the shit went down. And after that, it's been trash ever since. Ain't nobody investing in YouTube like that. That's why you think everybody's on Instagram when it first came out with the smartphone era, Twitter, and Twitter became a thing. And Twitter and Instagram enhanced their shit, even though they're not the same as YouTube. No. You do your tweets, that's it. You post your pics. Most people don't do that video shit. They don't do none of that shit. Instagram, the live stream, they did the live stream thing, and then you have to FaceTime and look at that person. That's what you got to do. Then when you start doing that, you have an idea of what that person looked like. So again, live streams been around forever. You got Skype and all this other shit. But once you find out that you do the avatar thing, a lot of people say that's a new thing. No, 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 no. That's always been there, but the avatars became a thing on YouTube. Most people don't cam up and just you use their name, who they're talking to, or whatever, or a client, whatever, but don't even cam up and show their face. Zoom started that. StreamYards became the second, and that's it. But before that, Skype, you had to show yourself. So people get tired of people camming up because of the doxing and all that, and people are tired. I think they're really tired that the fact that they think that's the wave, and technically it's not the wave. You could have had that wave in 2017 and prior. I mean, the days of Avatar, they try to say, so not necessarily. If white YouTubers are still using avatars and everybody else is using avatars and they don't want to show themselves, that's why the trolling exists. The internet is not going to die. The only way it's going to die is people stop giving a fuck about it. That's how it's going to die. It's like a verse effect. You can't take this shit a grain of salt. The people that want to be cam up, they just want to be on TV. I'll tell you a secret about people camming up. People that cam up and do StreamYards and the other streaming platforms, the secret to that is they're trying to be on TV. And once they're trying to be on TV, that's it. What is there to talk about? You got to understand they're trying to be on television. That's the most important thing on YouTube. They're trying to be on television because television sells if you show yourself more. That's why KS understands that he was promoting females, not just males, but her in particular. Like if like they was gonna do something together after he died. Before he died, they was gonna do something together, and she mentioned Kevin Samuels. She met him before his death, before he died from those Red Bulls and those laced drugs. Most people say alleged. I ain't gonna say alleged. I'm gonna say it's factual because something happened. We don't know. I'm gonna toss it in the air. We don't know. When the truth comes out there should be a documentary by his ass. But anyways, she was gonna do some content with him. To me, he must have said something before she died. She's the next person up. I believe she'd be the next person up because what she's doing right now makes sense. Now she's gonna be on the threshold because I remember when she had 45,000. Now she's gonna do this thing, it'll turn into a show. And if she does get a show, they're gonna fuck with her. She's already a failed artist and a model. She's got connections, but she's just trying to be on TV to move that void. When she does the relationship topics, this is her lane. Her lane is going to be that lane. It is what it is. So it's going to be that lane. So basically, you're having the same lane that comes through. So pretty much, that's it. Yeah, I'm speaking to my trusty, but I'll pause for a minute if y'all can know the difference. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Notice a difference. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this sounds a little darker. Okay. Yeah, I sound crystal clear with that Unidyne Castle with that other one. I like that one. Yeah, I done got loud on this one. Yeah, I like the 58. Yeah, I'm gonna use that for now on. Yeah, the rest of the way I'm gonna I'm gonna unturn the 58 off for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna unhook it for a minute. Hold on. 58's a beast. I gotta unhook it. Let's talk into our 48 right now. Our other daily jar, my third one. So yeah, I got one mic line in, so I'm talking to y'all with the 48 right now because only difference with this one, the other one is a little thinner. The 58, that's the class everybody uses, but this one is a lot bigger in person. If you saw these in person, you'd be like, "What the fuck? This thing's little." I know it's a little microphone. The other one is they're both little, but the 48 is a little bigger. It's ridiculous, man. And that's pretty much it. And I'm I'm driving with these interfaces and talking to y'all and then talking about this political content. I like it. I like using these. I like using handhelds on my Wednesday streams. I'm gonna write a note what stuff I use on my live streams, and I'm gonna schedule it and put it in my content. Cause and then Thursday I'm gonna use my other microphone. That's my all-time favorite. I've used last year since December. I love that microphone. I won't start using it on my Tuesday content, every other Tuesday content. I won't use it for certain content. I might use it for pre-records or whatever. Might use it on panels if I ever participate on someone's little guest list. I'll come with that particular microphone, but the interface is nice. I'm working with the XLR mostly. I'm going straight XLR from now on my content. When I bring back DTN, I'm using the same USB mic. That's like my driver. I'm going with pre-recorded content. I use condensers. In case y'all know why I sound so clear and crisp, yeah, I use those. I love playing with sound and all that. I just saw some mixers last night, but it's not important for the topic. But tech world is still the same. But but the what's going on with the shooting is pretty much like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks. This is going to continue. It's going to get worse. And I said this last year. Like after that pandemic, people are going to get wild and buck wild and act crazy. So pretty much it. I talk a little gear there and there. So I got to get on this microphone because I remember this one when I got this 2 months ago. I got this 2 months ago, and I got the other one last month on a deal. I got this one that's not on the deal. That cost me like $54, and the other one cost me $94. It was $100. That's the standard with the other one. But anyways, I like both of them. But enough about my mic talk. Pretty much, yeah. Like Melly's the next up in the relationship thing. This is current events too, because we're talking about other YouTubers are a little bigger. She'll be in the news in the future because what she's doing now with the dating scene and what you see in the news and all that, and everybody's talking about the political aspect. This is what they want, and that's what they want on YouTube. And if you have her type of platform and she's being shared a lot of people fuck with her long term. So the shares are nice, donations and all that. And I'm just focused on this right now because she's got this. The girl's semi pretty, but she's okay. But she just wants some dick on the side. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They all chasing it, and it's a beginner's thing. So, and of course, yes, she's got the typical tattoos. I'm not mad. I mean, she just shows her hand, and she's not really that big. So dudes like that. That's just the way people look at things. And that's just how it is. Mace having the NBA Finals, Warriors and shouts out to Mace though, but Mace he doing what he does. Sheryl Sandberg is stepping down from her post as senior executive at Meta. Her old ass. Got some old bitches stepping down. Y'all ain't got no life. Y'all just want more dick. They say, I got a family. I said, shit, your family ain't shit. They don't care nothing about you. Just care about your damn self and then hate on everybody else. But you got weird people like that. Some people just don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit. You got modern day events. Politics is still the same. It's pretty much hit or miss. What we're seeing right now, we're not mad what's going on. Some people just gotta understand something. It's pretty much hit or miss all the time. But you can't get mad why people just don't care about certain things. You understand something. A lot of people just want to be seen and be heard on on different topics. And I'm somewhat one of them, but I'm not as crazy as most people. And I'm glad I'm doing this type of content again because this is some of my alley. I would love to talk about this long term. But sometimes this is no need. You already done said enough. I done said so much shit that's been paramedic for years, and then I said it on the job off my when I was doing my work, and I was saying it during the break room and talking to people, conversate what's going on in the world. So I'm up to speed to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Most people just need to just deal with it and move the fuck on sometimes. You're pretty much in a boundary of it. And that's pretty much it. So it's pretty much it. Cause I know people ain't talking and just doing their thing, but yeah, man. Yeah, I stopped caring. I don't fuck about what they talking about Discord. Like I don't care, bro. I don't care about that shit. Yeah, that's being investigated as we speak. That's being investigated as we speak. Ain't nobody caring about no damn Discord. I just leave that shit alone. I don't care about that. I got other shit to worry about. It's too much time consuming. Yeah, I got more shit things to worry about. But niggas want to act crazy. But it's pretty much hit or miss. So let's see what I'm talking about. So yeah, man. I'm pretty much just saying what's going on. Like a lot of people, they just want to be seen and heard long term. But I'm not really upset with the effects or anything. Notice I ain't got no bleed, and I'm pretty much here. So yeah, yeah, I could connect any microphone, can I? These other mics, ooh, Lord, I got my other driver. Damn, I might have to use that for Thursdays too. There's so many good mics I got. Damn, I love these microphones. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these two. They both Sures. I use them for Wednesdays. This one, I definitely want to use. I don't know, man. I might have to use that on the panel one day. Just tweak some of them. What's that silver one? I love that silver one too. I don't use that. I'm gonna test that one out and just use it. But I'm using my other drivers, man. These are good. You just click these in and you just, make sure it works. And once they have that little plug, you'd be like, yeah. But one thing I can say about me at this point, I'm not really tripping about what's going on. Like I understand that people don't have time, just to talk about the politics as much. But since people talking about Putin and things like that, I took a break for looking at the news. That's all I'm gonna have. I usually watch the news a lot, so y'all bear with me. And I was looking at this 24/7 live stream on the video games like Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar Games, and I saw plenty of it. Man, it's pretty much I've seen. They going down through the ringer. They're pretty much going down to the ringer. I'll leave this up. It's on my tab, but I have it on muted. And I don't want to make sure it's in no bleed or anything. So it's pretty much, I'm over here just chilling and things like that. But one thing I could say about me on this channel, and yes, I've been consistent what I was saying with the politics stuff. It's continued. I've did streams after stream after stream and tell people this stuff was going to happen. After that pandemic stuff, people are stressed out and they're going to do some damage. So it's pretty much game, set, match. So you're trying to say that nobody's not really listening to you. That's pretty much it. So y'all got to get off that, and everybody's listening. Everybody's seeing what's going on, and the rest of the way it's just like I'm seeing it for what it is. So I try not to roll my preamp as much. So yeah, and pretty much you just trying to see if you're gonna be here or not. I don't see if the background noise is gonna come through. Yeah, and it's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So I'll be back for a couple of. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some tunes for a minute. I'll talk about something else. I'll be right back. Whew. Back with it. Back with it. Back with it again. Back with it again. Okay. Okay. So we in in hours. Okay. Good. 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 It's pretty much I'm seeing right now. I'm just gonna get this. Yeah, my sound padded is because it's I want no noisy leakage. That's what happens when you have padded sound. I had to go something like this. So pretty much I'm just like, okay, I'm here. I'm just like out here, just you know, and I'm just like, okay, okay, we're gonna deal with this right now. Uh what can I say about the dating market or people who are investing in it? Don't even waste your time. Marriage is work. I think I had a discussion with my mom today, and she was telling me about the marriage thing. I said, well, it is work. I really want to tell her, like, you can't think about like long term. I mean, I think her and my dad's been married for almost for some years, but they can work it out and be adults about it. But I'm not going to try to sway what I think about it. It is what it is. I mean, some people live in the past, people that moved on, and just like my last relationship I had, that was years ago. I cut that thing off, because I was focused on myself. I would say probably most of my 20s, and then once in my 30s, I'm not even trying to look for a relationship. Relationship is nice, but it's something I'm not ready for at the moment. It's good to have, don't get me wrong, but 9 out of 10, if that person falls out with you, it'll be some bullshit. It's usually the person that don't want your best interest. So you got to treat people what they are, and I'm learning that now. So it's always going to be that tension. I mean, it takes two. It's give and take, especially if you have children. And I've noticed this for a fact, and I'm not really upset with it. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. And I'm not really getting into it that way. So it's pretty much what we're seeing right now. And then you hear things a lot. So pretty much I'm just out here what I'm dealing with right now. So I've noticed something. Oh, it stopped humming for a minute. Yeah, oh, that background that I had. Okay, good. So I can sleep good tonight. It's a lot of shit's going on. Yeah, I like these headphones. It blocks out a lot of noise. I'm gonna get some better ones. Yeah, I'm gonna get some better ones real soon. Yeah, yeah. So I can hear some shit. So it's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. What I'm hearing and what's going on. But yeah, it's like I said, y'all. Pretty much it. I play music in between. It's gonna stop. I'm gonna go the rest of the way, and I'm gonna end it in the 2 hour mark. So I just gotta get my 2 hours in because 1 hour is pretty much it, and then I'm gonna start, detailing in and shit. So I know people are upset in the background and stuff. I don't give a damn. I'm doing my content. I ain't gonna let nobody stop me from doing shit. That's what I do, and I'll get that situated. And don't y'all worry, man. I will be here as always. I'll be here tomorrow, and yes, I'm gonna sound a little deeper and darker, like more normal. I got my trusty over here, and I love this thing on this table. I just give y'all the information, the shots. Y'all know what it is, and yes, I'm gonna edit after this. I've done some more editing, but I'm gonna stick with this other driver right here, right now. So I'm gonna coast through. I'm gonna push through. Mainly when I see about that shooting, man, it's inevitable. It's really bad, and people talking about it. people have died. I don't see how many people done died. We're gonna talk about the shooting for a minute because I ain't gonna trip and hit this in the end link on say the Tulsa shooting. I'll say the Tulsa shooting. Okay, at least 4 people were killed in a Tulsa, Oklahoma hospital campus shooting. Police say, "Oh shit, here we go." Campus shooting. 5 dead in shooting at St. Francis Medical Building. That's what it's called. Okay, Oklahoma hospital shooting. 4 killed, multiple injured. Okay, let's see what the BBC said. It's everywhere. CNN talking about it, BBC's talking about it. Oklahoma hospital shooting, 4 killed and multiple injured. And this was 47 minutes ago. 4 people have been killed in a shooting spree at hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and police say. Law enforcement officials confirmed that the suspected shooter was also dead. Officers said they were still working to clear the campus of St. Francis Hospital, where earlier there were reports of a man with a rifle. Officials added that multiple injuries had also been confirmed. Speaking at a press conference on Wednesdays, Deputy Police Chief Jonathan Brooks said, "Right now we have 4 civilians that are dead and 1 shooter that is dead." He said the shooter, who has not yet been identified, sustained a fatal gunshot wounds, which were believed to have been self-inflicted. Oh Lord. Here we go with the self-inflicted shit. Okay, more people in places trust BBC than any other. That's bullshit. And we ain't gonna get into that. I'll leave them alone. The suspected have 1 long gun and 1 had handgun on the scene at the time. He said no information was available about a possible motivation for attack. American gun culture and serving charts. Deputy Brooks said that the police received a call about an active shooter at 6:52 local 20 and 52 the GMT time and arrived at the scene within 3 minutes. The officers who have arrived did hear shots in the building. That's what's directed them to the 2nd floor, he said. Officers are currently interviewing the witness throughout the building, including those who were on the 2nd floor where the attack took place. Speaking to ABC News, Captain Richard Mellenberg said that by the time the police arrived at the medical campus, they found a few people have been shot and some of them already died. It was a catastrophic scene, he said. U.S. President Joe Biden has been briefed on the Tulsa shooting. White House officials also said in a statement last Saturday, President Biden urged Americans to make their voices heard to prevent further gun violence following the killing of 19 children and 2 teachers at the school in Texas. See, this is an ongoing thing. I'm going to give you the BBC, y'all. Like, they're not trusted news sources. No, they can't be trusted either. They're just as bad as anybody else. Like, all news are biased to a certain degree, right? They just want to be seen and be heard. Like, it's just like, when is people going to wake up? I'm telling you this. They on some bullshit. Like, this is the BBC talking shit, right? I don't fuck with CNN. I don't fuck with everybody else like that. I don't want to hear they little bias either. And they want to be theatrical. You know, it's 5 people dead in Tulsa. Uh-oh. And this is NPR. 5 people dead at Tulsa Medical Building in the 233rd mass shooting of 2022. Damn. I'll let y'all have this one. Tulsa police confirmed that the shooters killed 4 people in St. Francis Hospital, like the last one. Okay, 4 innocents, blah, blah, blah. Officers are currently in. I'm going to skip through this. Francis Hospital, so police. It's just pretty much, it's a short segment. I'm just going to give y'all this meat. You know, the whole meat. It's the same as the last one. They said 5 people are dead now. Copy and paste. I'm just going to give y'all the links so y'all can look at this later or save it in your favorites. And it's pretty much sad. You know, you have what you have. And it's just pretty much, And like I said before, and I say it again, this is an ongoing thing, and mass shootings not stop. And they say it's the 233rd mass shooting. I want y'all to look at that number when I just dropped that link in. It's nothing new, man. It's nothing new under the sun. And this is pretty much what we're talking about right now. Pretty much talking about right now. So I'm just saying, like, when people are going to understand that most of the stuff is going to be seeing right now. So, and I'm not saying that to be facetious or anything. I'm just saying, like, what is the point? What is the point? What is the point? I just don't see people just going crazy over it like that. And pretty much it. It's pretty much it. And I think people just like, they want to have something to talk about and just be mindful of. This stuff is not bulletproof. Long term effects still exist. It. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, 2 channel interface. Yeah, I just noticed that. I'll look at what I got here. It's a little different. Yeah, I got M audio. Oh man, I don't think they deal with drivers either. These are only two. Oh Lord, this nigga right here. Taekwondo. We're gonna put this right here. Yeah, I had to get that. I had to get old boy. Melly must have paid her. Melly must have paid her. Melly must have paid her. Yeah, y'all gonna be entertained tomorrow. Y'all gonna be entertained tomorrow. When I talk about this shit, man. Oh my god, that shit's wild. That shit's fucking wild. And yes, yes, yes. I actually use the same headphones that I plug in into the other microphone and things like that. I'm gonna get some different headphones for these on this interface. And y'all gonna see, man. Y'all gonna see. And that's just what it is. So pretty much, I'm just talking to you, my other driver that I used to have. And I used to do that like every Wednesday. I'll never get it. And I love this mic. Ever since that May shit. Oh yeah, that shit's wild. I can't even tell the difference with the other one. I think this is more thinner. People like it. But the one I got right now, it's a little bigger. And I'm like, they say you can't tell them apart. Technically, I can't tell them apart. The grills are around, they look the same, but one of them's bigger. 48's bigger and 58 is smaller. I got to show y'all that. You would think that these mics matter, but they matter in a live setting. They use it to sing and things like that. So it's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. So I'm not saying that so many words, you see what's going on, you know? And I'm just like, I'm using them for purposes I want to use, especially for spoken word, especially doing these streams or whatever. And I'm using them for actual content. I can use this type of content to talk about the political stuff. And, yes, you got to have a solid microphone and audio. You're competing with these media giants that you see on YouTube, and they think they can break ways. So we're actually competing against mainstream idiots that don't know shit and don't know about the urban communities. So it is competition. This is not about money. This is about actually producing content. So you're going against people that don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. And that's pretty much what I'm seeing. And you got to understand that they don't care. Like, you got to produce something. Yeah, pre-records is nice. Yeah, YouTube supports it, but 9 to 10 they don't care. If you don't get no views, they say you got to do enough of them as you can. Life says shorts. They're nice, but it's the topic. You got to have a good presence. See, what I do is I sound amplified all the time. See, most people say you can sound good on headsets. Not necessarily. It messes with your audio. Most people think that's reliable. No, it's not. That's old YouTube. See, what people are doing when they do that, that's old YouTube. I used to do that. That shit's dead. Nobody cares about that. Hell, everybody's competing and you got to have actual gear and people ain't going to respect it. There's certain communities that don't fuck with each other. And that's what killed the site. I remember when YouTube had groups and we talked about politics, we talked about what was going on in the war over there. Now you talking about this Ukraine shit. That's why you ain't gonna see no world war. You're actually in a world war and don't understand, but you're basically talking about Armageddon when they talk about nukes and stuff. Y'all motherfuckers ain't ready. Y'all ain't got the capacity to think for your damn selves. So what makes niggas is ready for a war? I think not. I think fucking not. I think not. And that's just the thing. Y'all think y'all ready, but I think not. You niggas ain't ready. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, this is crazy. Y'all think y'all ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for that conversation. Now I'm back to my other driver. I had to put a rest and switch back, and I'm gonna coast with this at the end. I had to get off that 48 for a minute. So this you gonna hear that couple sounds. If I end this, I'm gonna play some music and then I'm gonna cut it. I won't do that because I like playing music in between breaks. If someone tries to distract me in the background, always got this on a trusty dial. So pretty much I'm not gonna be distracted a lot. So I'm pretty good here. So I got Sundays to worry about. I got Sundays to worry about because I know people are not gonna be viable Sunday. And pretty much I got plans for Sunday. I got plans for Sunday. And that's pretty much I'm just gonna see what's what. And to be honest with you, that's what I'm hearing. But you see, that's the thing about me. Mainly just keeping it, simple or whatever. I gotta have my space and things like that. But and that's what basically what I'm gonna do. So, oh, that's right. I have to use my stand for my Sunday. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. Sundays I'm gonna just do my thing or whatever. But I'm gonna coast with y'all. With my trusty right here. But pretty much, I'm just saying, like, people just need to stop worrying about the other shit and just look at it for like this. I don't really care what most people think anyway. So, and what I'm seeing right now is people just worrying about the wrong shit, and they just thinking we're gonna sit here long term. And it's already 10 something. 2 hours is about to hit, and I'm about to cut it. I'm gonna play out some music at the tail end. Like I said, just be careful this summer. Be careful this summer because this summer is gonna be very wild. It's gonna be wild midsummer, especially on YouTube. I'll still be around. I still share people's shit. Just to let y'all know, I still be around. I'm just not gonna post any content in mid June and July, and I will come on July 24th, and I told them I'll be back. I'll still share some content, every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I'll be around. It's just I just need a break from this, just to let y'all know. I'll post something and I'll post something. I'm announcing it on this stream, so I know people don't care. And that's the thing. So I'll be back. So I'll be back on the 24th of July. So, because I'm going to make some adjustments in my content real sooner or later. So pretty much I'm just saying, like, for y'all got to understand that this is the stuff that we're dealing with. And I can't wait to just build that up. But the next go around, I'm just going to be, I'm not playing this time. So, yeah, got noise suppression on here. And pretty much you just, you look at it for what it is right now. So, and that's just how I look at it now. Well, if you look at to see what's going on, basically, and that's just how I'm gonna look at it. And people are just gonna tune in and tune out, like what the parts they're gonna hear and things like that. And I mean, the shooting is in that of it, but people are gonna talk about it long term. So pretty much you're just seeing what's what, and that's just how it is. And you hear it a lot. So it's pretty much what you see right here. And one thing I can tell y'all, this stuff is not going to go away. This stuff is not going to go away. So the stuff is not going to go away. You expect things like this happen. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. Because, I'm not saying this will happen overnight. And what I saw with Canada is they're not going to try to allow the guns to be brought in. So we already know because tomorrow's going to be fun. I have my trusty stand and things like that. I'm not going to, because I stayed up a little bit and I'm going to get my things in order. So I pretty much got it what I want. And shouts out to people that came through earlier. You know, that kind of helped me out enough. And I appreciate people coming through. Shouts out to Information Man, Mega, Michael, Cole Johnson, long time no see. And I'm glad he beat cancer. Salute to that man. And Leticia and everybody. But you know what it is? Like, I had to talk about some political talk modern day events. Like it ain't nothing going on because I've been distracted with some other things and try to adjust. And shouts out to um Ayil Israel. Shout out to him. Shalom to that brother, Tampa. Appreciate everybody coming through. Like this thing can be a hassle to me, but live streaming is just what you want to do as what you do as actual content. You can talk about things that you want. But normally I just I don't mind pre-recording and make other subjects and make premieres out of them. I can do that. That's doable. I can use certain key factors and gear that I want to use, and it matters. It matters because that way I can actually do my content and expound on that shit. So most people they're just not going to understand that. Once you get into it, you use what you have, and it works for most people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So it's pretty much like I'm just looking at it for what it is, and like I see now, it's like I'm not concerned, but I'm really understanding why people is going crazy over the shooting. It's getting crazy, and they try to say it's the incels and all that. No, no, it's a combination of the the 2 years of the pandemic, the build up, and the rage. People stop talking shit to these type of people. We won't have all these mass shootings. It's what triggers it. A lot of people are in bad situations. Y'all gotta just leave people alone. I advise people to leave alone. Period. This summer, and just stay away and be cautious because people on some bullshit, man. And people will come at you. Just stop fucking with people. That's my advice this year, and things will be all right. Just stop fucking with people. If you see a problem, just don't start it, man. Just walk away. Walk the fucking way. Because all you're gonna do is cause more problems. All you're gonna do is cause more problems. So let's not act like that ever happen again. But pretty much, I'm just saying, once you get into it, I'm just like looking at it like, all right, this thing right here, we're just gonna look at it for what it is. So we coasting right now into the 2 hour mark, before I get the tunes played and then I'll dip. It's pretty much people are just not focused on it. And shouts out to Wacky again. Yes, this is gonna be a problem long term, and you're gonna have problems like that on YouTube. And ever since the death of their God, it's gonna be an ongoing thing. Whew, my sinus is acting up again. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I can get this under control, but it's pretty much. But when you see the tunes, they just go crazy with it. The fuck? Who says that shit? Like, get a life, bitch. Why did one of us say, black man, I'm done? Like, get a life. Move on. Made her homeless. Well, y'all pick better. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let's see the chat overlay. But you see this normally. So with that, man, yeah, this is it. We're in the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna play these tunes and I'm gonna head out. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom to everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe for this summer. And I'm telling you, this is early spring or June right now, but midsummer just be ahead. And this is gonna be more of this like this in the future because the pandemic effect is here. The reset effect is here. So with that, I'm out.